Hey everybody, John and Lance from the bench. Mornings on ESPN 97.5 and 92.5. You can listen to us from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. every morning right here in Houston. Let's talk some Astros baseball. We're watching this Astros team, Lance, and yikes. This hitting has gone, everybody in the offense has gone south. And the thought was, now no Verlander, and Greinke's going to be gone as well. You got to get two top-of-the-rotation guys, right? Maybe not. Maybe you need some hitting as opposed to pitching this offseason. What do you think about bolstering the offense instead of the staff?
I think you have to look at how are you going to approach this offseason with George, with Brantley, Reddick, Yuli. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how James Click and really maybe more importantly Jim Crane, how they view this team, what they believe the end game is for this team. They may say, hey, let's rally up and go a 2-year deal with Yuli. Let's extend George. They may push the buttons to say, let's keep our core intact and let's go try to figure out pitching in the offseason or let these young guys continue to develop. Of course, the other could be true as well, John, and they may decide to let some guys go and try to kind of hit reset with who their core is now. And it scares me, though, because the minor league system is not great right now. There's no great young studs in the minor league system, at least that we know of, especially from a hitting standpoint. And that's a real concern based on how they're hitting right now.
Let's talk a little image of the team. But before that, let's talk about cold, clean, crisp, refreshing Coors Light. Texas chill, baby. I don't know what you're doing, but if you've got a cold, clean, crisp, refreshing Coors Light, you're chilling. You are chilling because you can see the blue mountains. You are loving life with your Coors Light. It's my official beer of golf. It's the official beer of poker. It's the official beer of sitting around watching football. It's the official beer of just hanging with your friends. It's the official beer of walking down the street. It's all of those things. So if you're looking for cold, clean, crisp, and refreshing, it's Coors Light, baby. Chill. Listen, Yuli is 35. Springer's 31. Brantley 33. These guys are getting close to the end. I think that they're going to do an entire reset. I think if you start with the rotation with McCullers and Urquidy and Fromber and Javier, then you got yourself a nice little rotation there. And then you try to get some new young talent in here. And one of the things about this too is, do you have to change the look of the team because of the controversy, because of the trash cans? Do you have to move on from Springer, Correa? Do you have to move on from Yuli? Bregman is going to be here. You know that. I don't think they move on from Bregman. But I think the other guys, it's a real possibility that you try to, other than Altuve, I don't know that who would take Altuve now with that contract and the way that he's hitting, but Altuve and Bregman, you may be the only two guys that are left from that team, that hitting team, in the next couple of years.
It really goes back to a conversation we had here on these videos previously. I really feel like the Astros should have been maybe a little bit more, and it's easy for me to say on the outside, when you're competing, you want to go for it all the time, but I really think before trade deadline, they would have been wise to maybe move a few of the players, including Greinke, including Springer, and maybe one other, and tried to replenish some of their minor league system that way. Because when these guys get away, you're going to get a compensatory pick, but you might have had a chance to go out and target some minor leaguers that gave you a legitimate chance in the future to restock and rebuild, and the Astros chose not to do that. They sat still. They didn't add anyone of note, but they didn't move anyone of note. And I think if they would have maybe more strongly considered moving them, it would have been painful. But in hindsight, of course, they might have added some good young talent to a minor league system that is aching right now for better young talent, especially with sticks.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, I'm not at all opposed. I want to see more hitting. This team, for whatever reason, let's go get some offense, and let's ride with Urquidy and McCullers and Javier and Fromber and whatever else, and see what can happen next year. I'm all for it.